Hello, I'm Dragoș, and in this video we're going to see how Solo is working. Solo is a product developed by Trae. Trae is an AI AD that can be used with most of the LLMs out there, and they just have released the Solo option in Trae. So right now you can switch between the two modes, Solo and the normal IDE, and this is their release. So I have an activation code that it's up and running, and in here you see the options. So basically what this Solo it's doing, it's the fact that it just tell it to create something, and he will just go and create the doc view for you. It will run all the commands, it will open the terminal, it will open even the browser to see if it's working, and basically you are vibe coding this very easily, and it can help you build an application from scratch. So right now they are offering codes of registration, and I have one. Their process of providing codes wasn't the best in the beginning because they've shared this on social networks, and there were only a few. But yeah, I mean, this changed, and here you see what are the things that they are building with Trae, and we are going to check it. I already created the project, but we are going to also create one from scratch. So in the past with Claude and Z, my AI ID that I'm using all the day, I was managed to create this solar panel website, and I wanted to provide the same prompt through Solo and see how it's doing. So you see in here that I've tried this prompt with different models, and you see that this design it's quite nice and it's looking very good. So this is what Z with Cloud 4 managed to do. And yeah, I mean, in here we're just going to see what this Solo managed to do for us. So you see that the design it's quite nice and it looks very good. And in here you see that, for instance, this is my account. Let's see where we have the plan and billing. Okay, usage maybe, yeah. In here you see that I haven't consumed a lot of credits, and for Solo you have also the options to have some extra fast requests. So basically I created the project in, I don't know, 10 minutes that I'm going to show you. So right now you see that I don't have any requests, and let's open the Trae. And this is the Trae 2.0. I will show you first the Solo, because from here you can switch between the ID and the Solo mode. And in here I have just asked him to create for me a panel, solar panel website with menu, headers, sections, testimonial, project, call to action, about page. So this is the prompt that I am usually using to test this, because this it's having everything. It's having creation for SVGs, it has tool calls and so on. And yeah, I've asked Solo this thing, and Solo started creating the details. First it checked the folder, then it created the requirements file. So in here you see that you have the doc view, and in here you have the user roles, future mode, and in here it created basically a plan with what are the things that he wants to implement. It created a diagram for us with everything, user interface, okay, technical requirements, performance, content management. What this thing it's not doing, it's creating tasks for everything like Kiro it's doing. So basically, if you don't know, I've created a video in the past with Kiro. Kiro, it's an Amazon ID that is quite new, and it's doing basically similar things. It's spreading everything into tasks. So in here you see that it created this file for us. Okay, and then I've asked him to start implementing the things, and he started building everything for us. And we're going to check this, because basically you are not touching anything when you are creating this, and you have this panel in here, and in here you see that you have a lot of files, and you have the .trae in here that it has that file that is with the doc view. And in here you have also Varcel, because you have the options to deploy everything to Varcel with just one click. You'll see at the end, I think it was also somewhere in here, the deploy option. In here you have the browser. So it created everything for us. It didn't have any errors. So you see that it created a lot of code, and this was quite fast. Then it started to see the project, and then it log into the project. We're going to do a basic demonstration that I will tell it to create like an Astro website from scratch to see if it is able to do this. There are some mistakes in here. For instance, it didn't create the table CSS for completely. I needed to add the details into the layout, but these are some major things, and this is from the LLMs. And in here you see that you have this panel, and in here you have the Cloud Sonnet, that it's currently only this one. You have the options to add to context files, documents, folders, workspaces, something from the web. You have another option in here to choose the agents. I use the Solo Builder for this. And yeah, this is what he created. Let's see in the terminal. And I will just run this to show you how it did. And then we can npm run dev. We can test it again. So you can have a feel for this. So this is the port, and let's open the Z browser, the new tab, and this is the website that he created for us. So you see in here that you have a nice header with everything. You have a nice image with here, it's clean. You have the services in here, and it has some nice animations. You have the details from the testimonials, you have the image, so you have everything. In here you have the project, and they are looking quite good. You have also images that are created for us. It's using like AI to create this from what I've seen. But yeah, again, it's did a pretty good job. And in here you again can filter this. Ready to go solar. This is the call to action. This is the footer. So the design is quite nice and clean, and I like that it also created a set for everything for us. And then you have the about page, and the about page again, it's quite nice. You see that you have all the details in here. You have the experts with the team. You have the certification award again in here. So again, the design is very good for this. So from my point of view, Solo, it's working quite good. So it's a step forward for everything that Trae tries to do. And yeah, I mean, the Trae it's quite cheap these days. I hope they can maintain this price because LLMs are expensive. So Claude 4 it's one of the most expensive ones. So in here you see that you have images, you have everything. So basically it will create everything for you with just one prop. We are going to try to check and see what it's doing. This is the contact page. So again, in here you have everything that it's quite good. You have this nice design, you have the service area, you have the frequently asked questions. Again, everything it's quite nice. And yeah, I mean, it did a pretty good job. And right now let's go and stop this, and I will go like this. I will create a new directory in here. Make dir solo test. See this solo test, and I will just give it a basic prompt for us to create. And what I will do, I will open Trae to show you how it's working. So let me make this thing bigger. So okay, something like that, so you can see. So in here you see that you can change between the IDE. So basically, got it. Folders in here, I don't have anything in here, but this is the normal ID, and in the right side you have the details, and you have the settings and things like that. You have the auto mode that it comes with Trae 2, if I'm not mistaken, to choose from the models. I have the pro options because you need the pro options for this. So basically these are the default things, and what we're interested to see is the solo. So when you hit solo, you see that you have this view, which is similar with the other one, and in here you have the details with the repository, with everything, with debug, SSH target. This is the files, terminal, browser, dog view, and in here you have the solo builder. Again, you can choose between agents, you can create your own. In here you have the model, you have only one model. And what I will ask this thing to do is to install Astro and create a nice solar panel website with tail Wind CSS4. So I will not tell it more, I will just tell it this thing to see how it's working. And right now if you hit this, Solo will start kick things off. I hope also it's working. I've created that website 2 days ago, and right now we're just going to relax and see how it's doing. Let's see if he is able to install also Astro, because this is a blank thing. I'm just curious to see if I am just providing him like not that detailed prompt to see how it's doing. And it created something similar. You see in here right now it's creating the specification file for us. I'm just curious to see if this can install Astro successfully and tailwind CSS for us. Okay, you see, ready to build. Okay, it says that it was an empty project. And right now you see in here you have the flow, you have the details, and right now it moves to the terminal. Yeah, it didn't create it everything with Astro, it created with Vite. I told him to install Astro and create, yeah, maybe I should have asked him to use Astro build for us, but doesn't matter. I want to see what he's doing and how it's working. I'm not an expert in Vite in any means. I'm just barely know Astro a little. Okay, right now it's installing everything. The problem is that I don't think I would be able to debug this if it's not in Astro, because I'm not a full developer. I am just someone that tries to learn a lot and started with Astro in the beginning. Actually, I started with Gatsby with the static sites, but when I've seen Astro, I fell in love with what Astro has to offer. But you see in here that you have the files for Vite. And let's see if it can help us create a working project. With the framework he managed to choose for us. So you see that this is quite fast. I mean, it's creating everything quite fast. In here you have the files, you have the flow that it shows you exactly the code that it's creating. And yeah, it goes fast. I think, I don't know, maybe in 10 minutes we're going to have like a working project, hopefully, even if it's in Vite this time. Yeah, and I mean, right now I think they will share some codes on their website. You need to follow them on Discord and Twitter and Reddit. So you see in here that you see that the image, it's using something like Trae API US. So I guess it's using AI to create all of these images for you. And yeah, I mean, this is a nice thing because it will create everything for you. So you'll have all the details. So you see the text to image prompt. I am not sure if you can download these images, because like this you have them also in Astro. And you see that it was some beautiful images in there. So yeah, I mean, with this mode, right now you're just sit back and you're relaxing. I'm just waiting for him to create a website for me. I guess you can use this to, I don't know, sell websites to customer if you want. Or create your own website for the company easily and host it somewhere free like Vercel. It will help you also host it in Vercel. I didn't try it, I use Cloudflare for my hosting needs usually. But it has the deploy option. And we let him cook, because it will create the components, then I guess it will go with pages. and see if it will be able to have a working project in the end for us. Okay, right now it's going toward the home page. Okay, it's generating the home page. It's still on testimonials. Yeah, I mean, I wanted to try because I think Trae does a good job in the AI AD world. It has a lot of nice features in there. You can build your own agents. You cannot do this in all the ID frameworks out there. You can add documentation if you want in there. It indexes your code base. So Trae, it's a nice framework that you want, that if you're like try to use with vibe coding, you can try it, and it offers a very good price. Like with $10 you can have like 500 600 requests that you can use Trae with, and you have access to all the models in there. If you switch this to the ID, you will have also Gemini, Grok, and things like that, so you can choose between different models. So again, this is a plus for Trae and how it's doing. Let's see if he will be able to create everything for us. Services, products, this is the pages. I guess we should have contact in the end, and we're gonna see how this will look in Vite. Yeah, I see in here that we have some problems. Again, I'm not a Vite expert, but I'm curious to see what he will do for us. So you see that this is very fast. You have like hundreds of lines of code in each file, and in a couple of minutes, I think in 5 minutes, it created a lot of components for us and a lot of pages. So you see this one, it has 300 plus lines of code, and this one is even bigger, the product one. Let's see. I hope you are not getting bored. Also, if you want to check my community, I've created a community until this thing it's working. learn.vidoze.com. It's free to register. Okay. This is the community, and in here the plan is to put some courses in here to have like a community that can help you build different online things. I am like using also WordPress. This is for Astro, for DevOps, and I will add some details in here. So if you want to join this community, you can do that, and I will add a link into the description. I have in here a course with Cloud Panel setup that you can visit. You can register for free. So this is you to self-host some WordPress websites. This is the Cloud Panel way. Okay, let's see. Okay, and this thing, it finished. So you see in the terminal. No, this is the other project. Let's close this. Let's open this. It's not finished. It's still creating the about and contact page. Again, services, products, finished, about, contact. So it's quite fast. I will let it like this right now to run it and see what it happens when he tries to run this project. Yeah, again, it's quite fast. It's going nicely. Okay, it's creating the contact page with, I guess, question, code. Okay, here is the form. Let's see. Hero section. So yeah, it's interesting to see that it does everything for you. So you can go and take a coffee if you want, and you can come back and see if it created everything for you. I think the Trae team is in the right path, and their Trae ID, it's quite nice, and lately it has a lot of interesting features that are out there, especially for coding with AI, if it's something that you want to do. For me it is, because it helped me create different projects. So I have my blog, for instance. Let's wait, this build with AI only. This is the website. I also have the template for this with Astro. So yeah, it helped me create this. It helped me create a directory, toolhunt.net. So I've created also this directory. Also this was done with Trae in the beginning. And yeah, in here I put some interesting tools that I am using, just to see what I managed to build with AI. Okay, right now it's creating something in the app thing. New routes. Okay, I don't know for what this is, because I am not an Vite expert. I would have preferred to use Astro for this. But let's see, npm run check. Okay, error. Okay, I guess he will try to fix this by himself. You see in here that it sees the error, it moved back, and it will try to fix it. Again, it will check it. Check was okay. Run dev. Okay. Right now he will open the browser for us. It has also a browser in here. So you see that this is the project that he did. Let's wait, and we're going to go and open this in the other area. Okay, so we finished creating everything for us. And let's see. Also in Vite, I don't know Vite, right now you can hit deploy. So he finished. You have some errors in here, I see. We can ask him if we want to create this. These are for the images. You see that this is the image that he tries to create. For us, we're going to see, you see that it has AI generated in here. So yeah, I mean, this looks nice. Let's go and open this in the other browser, because I want to have more flexibility. So this is the Vite one, and it looks nice. And you see in here the image, you have a similar hero. You have the solutions in here. You have a slider for this, which looks very nice. Yeah, again, the footer is similar with what we had in the past. Let's see if services is working. Services is working, the image doesn't. Again, this was tried to be created with AI. It looks similar to what we had in the past. Products, again, it looks very nice. The images are not working again. In here, I don't know. Okay, our journey, you see the about page, it's quite nice. In here you have the nice our journey, certification again on the word. You don't have the theme, okay, you have the theme, but you don't have the images creating this time. Let's take the contact, and in here you have the options to call now, send a message. We'll check the contact form after. Again, you have a nice contact form with questions, with follow us. Get a code in here. And this is a nice page. In here you have the detail. I don't know if this is working. Let's see. Select a property, townhouse. Okay, roof. Age. Yeah. Test. A test.com. Next. Okay, it's creating something like this, a Vermont bill. Monthly emergency usage. Yeah, it's optional. Austin energy. Reduce. Next. first name d@d.com, phone number 555 555 55555. Okay, budget. In here you have a nice thing that will show you savings and things like that. So it's also interactive, so it created everything from scratch. I'm curious to see this. Inspect. Let me copy the URL. I think you can download also the image if you want. And I'm curious to see like this. So you see that it created the image. So you have in here the URL that it has. CDN Trae, object Trae, IA image, US. This was with the prompt that he created for us. And yeah, I mean, Trae, it looks nice. So you can go and register for Trae and check for their offers when they release codes. You cannot provide codes, so I cannot provide codes for you yet. If this will happen, I'll put the codes into the community that I have. So I hope you enjoyed the video and you like what you have seen. In case you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe. In this channel you will find information with various things. Thanks for watching.